Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. We're gonna be talking about if Star Wars could hold time travel. So let's begin. What is time travel? Time travel is the ability to move from different points in time, a very well-known popular topic for science fiction for over decades now. But in reality, not all scientists believe that time travel could be possible. Some even say that an attempt would be fatal to humans who choose to undertake it. So, if anyone who tries time traveling, they could risk endangering the planet as a whole. But hey, let's go further. What is time? Um, well, according to the physicist Albert Einstein, he says that time is an illusion as opposed to what most people think in that time as a constant. He says it is relative. It can vary for different observers depending on your speed through space. To Einstein, time travel is a fourth dimension. Space is described as a three-dimensional arena or vicinity, which provides a traveler with coordinates such as length, width, and height, showing location showing location. Time provides another coordinate, however, it provides direction. Although although conventionally it only moves forward. Einstein's theory of special relativity says that time slows down or speeds up depending on how fast you move relative to something else. Like when you're approaching the speed of light, a person that is in a spaceship, like let's say the Millennium Falcon right now, would age much slower than a person who is on a planet or on Earth. Let's say I'm not even sure if Earth exists in Star Wars, eh, but he also says that under his theory of general relativity, gravity can bend time. Right, okay, now, so let's picture a four-dimensional fabric called space-time. When anything that has mass sits on it, that has mass, it sits on that piece of fabric. It causes a dimple or a pendant space in time. The bending of space-time causes objects to move on a curved path, and a curvature of space is what we know as gravity. Both general and special relativity theory have been proven with GPS satellite technology that has very accurate timepieces on board. The effect of gravity as well as the satellite increased speed above the Earth relative to observers on the ground. Excuse me, I'm a bit I'm a bit chopped up and I'm trying to be quiet because it's the middle of the night right now. Well, technically, in a sense, this effect is called time dilation, mean astronauts are time travelers as they return to Earth, very, very slightly younger than their identical twins that remains on planet Earth. So when they're in space, time is relatively faster for them. Time Astronauts that say like in a space station, let's say they stay for a year for 10 years or 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 I don't know how many more years. But them staying on in space actually decreases how old they are, and it makes them seem younger than, let's say, if they have a twin at home or something. They will look a lot different from their twin brother, depending on how long they stay in space. But there are different ways in which time travel would be possible, and these are the ways that I'm going to be listing based on what I have seen in the show, like when they hit hyperspeed or good, which was one of the first things that we spoke about, where someone in a spaceship moving a at a very fast amount would probably would technically be time travel, because of them in space would be younger than those on Earth, and the faster you go, I guess the younger you will be. But that's moving forward in time. You're extending your time to the future, but not to the past. Theories that suggest that people could time travel through wormholes. Um, wormholes would allow people to travel to it. Oh gosh, I'm being repetitive. I'm so tired. Anyways, okay, let's see. Like, one possibility, yes, obviously, is to go faster than light, which travels like about 106,000 miles per hour. Think, at least I think it does. No, 186 and 282,000 miles per hour. Yeah, in a vacuum. Einstein's equation, though, show that an object at the speed of light would have both infinite mass and a length of zero. This appears to be physically impossible, although scientists have extended his equation and said it may be done. So scientists actually believe that, due to general relativity, or believe Einstein's equation of general relativity, saying that people who move at near the speed of light will seem to us to have infinite mass and length of zero, because I guess basically they're moving at the speed of light. Like a link, but NASA stated that a link possibly would be to create wormholes between a point in time, while Einstein's equation provide for them, they would collapse very quickly. They collapse very quickly without the support of something called an exotic matter. Exotic matter is the kind of matter that will keep a wormhole open long enough for an object to go through it and come out of the other end. So even if we managed to open a wormhole, it will just collapse immediately, because the particles want to collapse. When those particles collide and open, gravity wants to close them shut again. But we need something like exotic matters to keep them open. And another problem that could result with wormholes is that if you use a wormhole, you're not technically traveling into you are traveling time, but you'll be traveling to the time to whence the wormhole was created. So let's say you create a wormhole now in 2016, and let's say 20 years later you want to come back to 2016 or something, just open the wormhole and it brings you back to 2016, or it can bring you back to 2017. It only creates a wormhole it only opens up to the time when it was created. So if a wormhole were to exist and you're trying to time travel, you won't be able to time travel because it never existed before. That is, if you created it now. But if that wormhole already existed, like I said, if you create it now and wait like 20 years and then try to come back to 2016, it is in fact possible. That is a possibility to wormholes. I heard something about a Dyson sphere. Oh no, that's a way in which you can draw energy from the sun. But there was something else that I heard. I don't know if it was a game theorist that spoke about it, but one of the game theorist videos, which specifically talks about time travel with in the Doctor Who universe, he will explain this more better than I will, because I'm just a kid, and I'm just stating my own thoughts and reasoning. Um, but there are alternate time travel theories. Although, yeah, while Einstein's theories appear to make time travel difficult, some group of people have thought of different solutions to make jump in time back and forth. For example, someone thought of an infinite cylinder. The astronomer Frank Tip, Tipler, I think that's how you pronounce his name, proposed a mechanism where one will take matter that is 10 times the sun's mass, then roll it into very long but very dense cylinder. After spinning this up a few billion revolutions per minute, a spaceship nearby, following a very precise and spiral around this cylinder, could get itself on a closed time travel like curve. Well, according that is according to what he says, and his reports in the Anderson Institution. Um, there is a limitation with this method, however. Um, it includes the fact that cylinders have to be, infinitely long in order to condone the possibility of time travel, because it depends on how long you want to time travel back to. Um, People also suggested that we go through black holes. People think that black holes themselves aren't exactly, what do you call it? Just black holes. Like they could be a path, but a black holes could like lead us out to white holes. They're like a connections that will lead us to an opposite. Where here, black holes are sucking in stuff, but in that opposite reality. But this opposite reality, it's white holes that are throwing things out. So in a bit to say this least, white holes are the opposite of white black holes, which is technically trying to say that we could not only move back in time, but it could allow us to move to a different parallel universe, bringing a multiverse theory into this. Yeah, even time travel itself does bring a multiverse theory into this, because causation versus um, um, I've forgotten how you say it, but it cause some causation versus the consequences. So if something happens, the timeline will change. It could affect the changing of either the timeline changes or the timeline splits. But black holes could be an example of this. But specifically why I'm stating things like black holes and wormholes is because it is the only thing that looks similar. Well, black holes not really, but wormholes, it's the only thing that looks similar to the hyper to the ship when it's where to like a normal time spaceship in Star Wars, like the TIE fighter or the Imperial starship. It shows what they are in, like in hyperspeed, how I guess they are in this kind of vortex that is similar to how a wormhole looks would be. So I guess they may be going through wormholes and going to different points in time, because wormholes too could allow you to go from one place to another. So maybe that they could also be time traveling, and it's not really um flushed out yet, because I don't know if they are going through wormholes in Star Wars, then yeah, yeah. Time travel should be a huge part of Star Wars, if so. But I mean, I've watched the show, the movies, and some of the shows multiple times, and it, well, it doesn't seem to have anything concerning time travel because I guess time travel does not exist in this universe. But it's just a theory. It's a theory that I have in my mind. I just feel like time travel can't exist with something that has infinite, that with a spaceship that possibly reaches the speed of light or surpasses the speed of light, like the Millennium Falcon. They could probably maybe be going forward in time, but as for backwards, I'm not really sure. Well, I think the wormhole theory could work in this case, considering the fact that um, the spaceship go through this vortex-like hole whenever they are in hyperspeed. Whenever they go in hyperspeed, I guess they call it the hyperspace thing. So the spaceship itself could serve as what you might call it, could serve as a time machine, technically a vessel that allows the people inside to go from one point in time to another. Not only that, wormholes also can allow you to go from one place to another in present time. So not only is time travel possible, teleportation is too. So I guess when those ships enter hyperspace or go in hyperspeed, they're probably going through wormholes and just teleporting to a different place very fast. They aren't time traveling, no, but um they aren't time traveling, no, but they are teleporting from one point of place to another because wormholes too can hold a series for teleportation. But it's my theory. I'm not sure if it works. I mean, another one could be the cosmic strings. But I don't think the cosmic string. Yeah, but the cosmic strings is a potential time travel, like a theory for potential time travelers, which involves something called, if you involve something called a cosmic string, it's a narrow tube of energy stretching across an entire length of an ever expanding universe. As the universe continuously keeps expanding, so does the string. If the string, if this thing region string exists left over like from early cosmos, um, it could it like and it is predicted to contain huge amounts of mass and therefore could warp time around them. So cosmic strings, well, if you look at the strings, you think it's just a normal string, but the cosmic strings has more mass and uh, could in fact help bend time around them. This will allow for like an infinite loop. Like these cosmic strings are either like an infinite loop with no ends. There is no end to it. Um, the approach of two such strings parallel to each other and they would bend space and time, like I said, so vigorously and in such a particular configuration that might make time travel possible, in theory, anyways. It's not real, but I don't think I don't think there's I don't think cosmic strings exist in um the Star Wars universe. But I'm not strong in my basis now, but this is just the idea I have. But I'll have to do some research, but I'll revisit this a different time. Maybe not now, but this is the theory I have, and I guess I hope you guys liked it. So, mm, thank you guys for watching, and I will try to work on this theory more and come up with more sufficient evidences to back up my stuff. Right now, I don't have anything, only my basis of thought and just an article I found online. But I still have a lot of research to do. I don't have the time yet, so it may take a while before you guys get the video, new upload concerning this. But I don't think you should consider this a what do you call it? I don't think you should consider this don't consider this a part one. Maybe just consider it a prequel to the actual event, to the actual thing. Like, yeah, what I just said. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and good night or good morning. Good night, good morning, or good evening, depending on wherever you are watching this in the world. See you all next time. Goodbye.